Okay, so I recently moved because I felt I needed a change in my life, and not to mention, my old neighborhood was getting pretty rough, so I decided to get a new house in an upper class neighborhood. As you know, houses with a bigger price range usually have nicer backyards, and at the time, I wanted a nice shed or something in my backyard to keep all of my art supplies since it was a hobby of mine. Not only did my new house have a shed, it also had a sort of small forest in the back. My first instinct was to explore it. I've always loved nature, and I thought I could maybe get some inspiration for my art. So I opened my backyard gate and started in the woods. It was nice, calming, although it was kind of hard to walk because sticks were overlapping the grass. The place always looks so pretty in the daytime, but I can really say I can really say the same for night. I have a dog who I usually walk right before I go to bed, so I would take her to the back into the backyard to play and herself out tire herself out before going to bed. My backyard was nice, but I had a lot of trees. Except for this one part in the middle of my yard, there was a gap where no trees would grow. All you could see was the pitch black forest. It always made me feel a bit uneasy, though, particularly one night my dog was barking so bad, even though I took her out 2 minutes ago. So to keep her quiet, I took her out again. For some reason, that little gap was her favorite place to be. As soon as we got outside she dragged me over there. But this time she didn't seem happy. She kept barking in the direction of the gap that leads into the woods. And her barks kept getting louder and louder. My dog is pretty big she is pretty big. It was quite hard to get her to come back inside once she started barking, but she was well trained and would usually listen to me. At this point, my curiosity started to get the better of me. I tried to focus my eyes really hard to maybe make up an image of why my dog was so angry. Maybe it was a squirrel, I thought to myself, but for a second I thought I could make out a figure of something looking directly at me. Me being me, I don't really get scared easily, and if there was something in my backyard, I was determined to find out. So I yelled, "Why are you hiding?" With no reply, my dog stopped barking, and that was a little unsettling to me. The worst part is, now every time I walk my dog, she goes onto that exact spot and bark. She will only stop when I acknowledge something is there. I keep an axe in my shed now, although I don't know if that really benefits me. What should I do? So let me explain the title. I live in a small town surrounded by thick woods, and there is a few other towns nearby. When my mother and I had first moved here, I had decided to go explore the woods. As I was walking, I found a bunch of huts made out of sticks. Then I walked to a river and I heard heavy breathing behind me, but when I turned around, there was nothing there. I decided it was best to get out of there as quickly as possible. A few weeks ago, I went back to the same area of woods and I saw a shadow of someone behind me and heard footsteps. Not sure if it was an actual person, but I ran out of there not wanting to find out. Recently, my girlfriend had a dream that she was in her kitchen and looked out the window. There was a creature who looked like it was rotting. Its joints were all backwards, and it looked humanoid and part goat. According to her, it looked at her and made a strange scream. She then woke up. The next day, she was having a conversation with her little sister. When she heard a voice outside, she paused in the middle of her sentence and freaked out when she heard a scream similar to the one in her dream. I've been hearing knocking at my window, and I am not happy about it. I set a bowls of salt in my room cleansed with bells and rose petals and more. I'm just terrified of whatever it is getting in.